it's gonna be no turning back for America. All right, it's gonna be no healing. All right.
Right.
What was the war in that?
I was just reading.
Okay.
Yep.
Back to the point, brother.
Back in Esdras 16 and verse 9, a fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it?
Right.
He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid?
Mm-hmm.
The Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence?
Right. And guess what? That powder is going into also, of course, the nukes as well, but also that laser beam from those chariots, man. That laser beam is going to be used to do some great damage. All right, what's that movie with Tom Cruise, The War of the Worlds? You had those machines come up from on the ground and then zap those people into powder. That's how it's going to be.
The knowing.
Oh, yep. Mm-hmm.
It's a great depiction of what? The nuclear destruction.
Mm-hmm.
And the elect being delivered.
That's right.
They showed that with Marvin the Martian.
Oh yeah, that too. Oh yeah, yep. Oh yeah.
Just dropped.
Yep.
Verse 12, the earth quaketh, and the foundation thereof, the sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord and before the glory of his power.
Mm-hmm. Going back, sure.
13, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrows that he shooteth are sharp.
Yep. And guess what? Who's the one? Who's that archer? All right. These nations. All right. The ones that are capable of shooting off the arrows. All right. Strong is his right hand that bends the bow. All right.
Okay, quick one.
Okay, yep.
This is Jeremiah 50 and 25. The Lord has opened his armory and has brought forth the weapons of his indignation. Mm-hmm. For this is the work of the Lord, power of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans.
Hey man, the Lord is so cold. Listen, the Lord is the ultimate chess player. All right. So being that this is the work of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai put it on Esau's spirit to create, these weapons, so that way in the future, this prophecy can be made manifest.
Right, because he deceived Esau. Because it makes me think about Revelation 13, where he made fire come down from heaven in the sight of men. So Esau thought, like, I'm God now.
Right.
But what he didn't know is that was going to lead ultimately to his destruction, because the Lord's going to allow other nations to send fire down from heaven on him as well.
That's right.
And
that's why it says that Esau's pride had deceived thee. He's blinded by pride, man.
Yep.
Pride is one hell of a drug.
Yep.
Yep.
It says, behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth.
Right, and that's right. It says the plagues are sent. All right, guess what? These plagues, once the Lord sends these plagues, there's no going to be turning back. All right, it's no going to be no new normal. All right, it's not going to be, you sit down, watch TV. Listen, you're going to know that shit has hit the fan. All right, people are going to know that they're living a time of calamity, right? The end,
Right.
Jacob's trouble.
Right. People, because over here it calls it the careless city. People are going to live a time where they're not going to know if they're going to live or die.
Yep. Yep.
The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till they consume the foundation of the earth.
Right. It's right, man. It said till they consume the foundation of the earth. All right. These things right now, we see amongst these nations is going to turn into a bigger event, if you will. All right. Things are going to increase. All right.
Yeah, because Babylon's the foundation of the earth. Everyone goes to Babylon for everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it says that this will be the most desolate, out of all the lands.
That's right.
It says, like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, returning not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again.
Right, that's right. That's plain, man. It's not going to return again. All right, because why? Because this is the word of Yahweh Shema Shai. You mentioned earlier, if you want to get it, about the word of the Lord going out forth. What's that? Isaiah 46 and 10, I believe. All right, because people, they think that America is the last stop. All right, they think that America is going to keep going and prolong it, but no, America is destined to be destroyed. All right.
And also, once they hit those nukes, that's it. Ain't no way you can jump upon the nuke and bring it back down.
Right.
Once they push that button, the arrow is sent. Who's gonna turn it back?
Right.
The Spirit of the Lord is gonna be on those nukes, man.
Right.
This is Isaiah 46, and let's see. Isaiah 46:10. It says, declaring the end from the beginning and from the ancient times of things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. I think it's at 55.
55 and 11, right? My bad. But hey, that verse is, hey, that's a good one too.
Yeah,
because Yahweh Shema Shai, like I said earlier, he's the ultimate chess player. So he's thinking, listen, man, he everything, man. All right, the Most High is the ancient days, man. This is his movie.
Yep.
All right, so everything you see right now is has been planned back then in the beginning. You know?
Yeah, the Lord is already 10 moves ahead. If you're playing chess, the Lord, this man is already defeated. We're already in the kingdom. We're just waiting for time to catch up.
Right.
Isaiah 55:11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please.
That's right.
And it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
And guess what? Ultimately, that's prophecy, if you will. All right, because prophecy, listen, it's gonna play out whether you like it or not. All right, it's gonna play out in your lifetime, man. All right, and that prophecy is what the words of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right.
Well, them not liking the prophecy is prophecy.
Right.
Scoffers in the last days.
Yep.
Mockers.
That's right.
Then they shall know prophets have been among them.
Right.
Everybody's playing a part, whether it's a big part or a little part, just like the body. Whether you're a big piece of the body or little, it's still according, to the ministry,
right,
to what needs to be done. Every one of us, small camps, big camps, younger brothers, older brothers. Everything is doing what it needs to be doing.
A well-oiled machine.
Yeah, even going back to the body, and like it says in Corinthians, Esau just found like a new body part like last month. So you got brothers, hey, just because you may not be, talked about, don't mean you're not important or known.
Right.
Everything is playing a part. The Lord, at the end of the day, is God doing everything He needs to be done.
Right.
You want more in this? Or?
No, back in Joel Bible Show. If it was more, you can read it, back in Joel. All right. But hey, man, we going to the Spirit right now. All right. Yahweh Shema Shai is right now is speaking through, his prophets, his servants. All right. And right now, you got word going on. Excuse me. You got word talk going on. Excuse me. All right. Talks about war, and soon it's going to be made manifest. All right.
Right.
Back in Joel 2 and verse 2, a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong. There had not been ever the like, neither shall it be any more after it, even to the years of many generations.
Right, and why is that? Because after World War III, guess what? That's going to be it. All right, that's going to be the last war of all wars. All right, because ultimately that war is gonna end Esau's era, if you will, his reign here on earth.
Yeah.
All right.
And Joel 2 is talking about the missiles.
Right.
All right. It's not talking about Jacob.
Right. Actual men.
I seen a video HOI. There's they were together, which is cool. But Chief Ephraim had put the Joel, and I'm just like. But that's why you have to make sure we have to constantly make sure, set that standard and correction out there. Joel 2 is talking about nuclear missiles, the end, all right? Because if it's talking about Jacob, it says there shall never be the like. So where the hell we gonna go then?
Right.
If that's talking about us, it's time to be a man in this truth. It's time to know what you're talking about. Stop being a parrot and repeating what you hear. Know what the hell you're breaking down. Know what you're reading. I see why Elder Pastor, he said, read above that precept that you know. Don't just always read that precept. And it's coming out. You got other certain camps out here that they're being exposed that a lot of their men, all they're doing is reciprocating what their camp leader told them. So they don't know the breakdowns. They just know the precept to say Esau's going into slavery. This is your culture. This is yours. You got to read it, man. You know, and I find that very edifying. A scripture we always read, we'll start at the top.
Right.
You know, I was reading Isaiah 40 the other day because 31 is the mount up with wings. But when you read it from the top, it's beautiful. It's actually beautiful, very edifying. You know, I just wanted to say that. You got it.
Yeah, this is dealing with the nuclear destruction, man. It's not
Right.
dealing with an actual army.
Yep.
You know, because the nukes are going to be what? The ultimate destructive day. It's
Yeah,
talking
man.
about a destructive day.
Right.
You know?
And I'll say this too, humbly, when I first came in, not under the teachings of Great Millstone, but going here, I thought that too. Because you could see why someone would think it.
Right.
Oh, it sounds alluring. But that's how beautiful the nukes are going to be. That they're going to be an army, which proves John's vision. You know, he saw all them, you know?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Verse 3, it says, a fire, this is how you know.
There you go.
A fire devoured before them,
There you go.
and behind them a flame burneth.
There you
Right,
go.
what's that? Those missiles,
Yeah.
those arrows that Edris, that Edris said, you know, or wrote down. You know,
Yep.
you know, it's not gonna be men, you know, in the sky, you know, like men, you know, in the streets, with, you know, with fire. You know, it's talk about the heavy artillery.
Yeah.
You know.
Rev 9.
Mm-hmm.
The land is as the Garden of Eden before them.
And what land? This land. All right, the great land, the great city of what? Babylon, man.
Yeah.
Okay, because right now things are intact. You know, you got people right now. They can go to the mall and shop and just, you know, be in their flesh, and do all kinds of things right now because, you know, because this is the killer city.
Yep. Rejoicing City.
Right, the water. Yep.
Well, you know, what's the one thing you always hear Esau say? I don't know if you brothers, but like you deal with Esau and you see him, they be like, how's it going, man? What do they say? Living the dream.
Yep.
Living the dream.
Yep.
You know, just another day in paradise.
Yep.
But now the mirth is gone. It
Yep.
really ain't a paradise, but what they want is to bring it back to what they felt was a paradise. You know? This is Esau's Eden right now. The Lord gave him Babylon, the golden wedge of Ophir, you know? He gave him this golden cup that made it a paradise, but ultimately what's going to take his paradise out is going to be the missiles, you know? Oh, it says, I shall rebuild. There's nothing to rebuild. They would say that line of confusion. The destruction that's coming here, you won't even know where to start. You brothers, you know, you ever deal with a mess? Like it's just so messy, like I don't even know where to begin. That's what, you won't be able to build this back. That's why he's gonna try to rebuild back in those bunkers.
Yep.
You got that movie on Netflix, I Am Mother, where it was an AI computer that it was raising up children that Esau had in incubators. Why do you think he's into all that? Trying to raise embryos.
Yeah.
You know?
I remember that. Yeah.
Why is he into all that?
Yep.
You know?
You got Esau with deep ass bunkers, bro. They got pools down there. They got schools down there.
Hey, you don't even know why. Now we know why. You know why he set up those the new Nile with Margaret. You know, the Planned Parenthood. But hey, a lot of that he could be storing people's seeds. You know what I'm saying? He's doing stuff so he can reproduce, man. He wants to bring things back. You got something called cryogenics, where you freeze yourself, and then at a certain date they say to bring you back. But they said to this date we've never brought no one back. But he believes in these things because he wants to build back better.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah, man. Hey, Esau, you know, that's why it says that Psalms 49 and verse 11.
I was literally
because you know, and that's why he's a cancer of the earth, because with a cancer you gotta just take it out completely. You gotta cure it. But with a cancer, it's gonna keep spreading.
Yep.
If this cancer is not killed off, it's gonna keep coming back like a damn enemy, man. You know.
Yep. Like we were talking about, that's why I call them a long disease, because anywhere a disease goes, it makes it its home.
Right.
Like what's that commercial, Mucinex?
Yeah.
Remember he just sits down, he's got his feet up.
Got his luggage.
That's Esau, right? He's opening the door to bring more in. That's wherever Esau goes, he's gonna make it a home.
Yep.
You know?
This is Gettysburg.
Yep. And Pocahontas, he said, this is Jamestown. You know? Psalms 49 and 11, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever.
Right, the inward thought is, man. You know, and guess what? Even now, of course, it's talking about the top of the top, the elite Edomites, but you got average two-time loser Edomites too. They want to stay in America too, man.
Right.
You know, like they want to see Jake be the bottom forever.
Yeah.
And keep prospering while they're living on fucking EBT still.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Esau is highly deceived.
Right.
You know.
The elites have constructed a plan to live forever, but your average Edomite, your average Edomite just has pride that he wants to rule forever.
Right.
You know what I mean? But he ain't on a level that the elites are on.
Mm-hmm.
Because the elites got on a certain level because they worship Satan. So that's why they do the things they do to stay in their rulership, to stay in their power.
That's right.
Psalms 49 and 11. Psalms 49 and 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever.
Forever, and guess what? Esau, like, he wants the birthright. He wants to rule forever, and for all eternity. And that's why, in his mind, he's gonna try to keep himself in that power seat. But guess what? He deceived. He's not gonna. Yahweh Shema Shai is not going to allow this adversary, this deceiver, to keep on prolonging, man.
Well, that's an anti-Yahweh Shai. For him to think he should rule forever, that means he has no place for God to rule.
Right.
Or, who they call Jesus, or righteous. He's covenant. He's covenant rulership, in a wicked way,
He thinks that he's the Most High, man. Says that.
Yeah. I'll just finish it. It says, and their dwelling places to all generations, they call their lands after their own names.
Hey, prime example, Rochester, New York.
Nathaniel.
Right. What's the name?
Nathaniel Rothschild.
And right here, this is a great example, of how, they call the lands after their own names.
Right there is a monument for a Temanite.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that right there is for the German Americans.
Oh, wow.
And they marched, and they set this up for Teman.
Wow.
That's how Teman get here?
Right.
Project Paperclip.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Through the elites, man. And that's one thing too. Esau, like he claims to be, opposed to himself, but no, man. They work in the cahoots, man.
Mm-hmm.
They show you that in movies like Iron Man. They show you.
Yep. Yeah, they'll work in cahoots as long as it's furthering them to rule. Then they'll kill one another.
Yep.
Because remember, they're the red horse too.
Mm-hmm.
So they want to rule, but they'll kill their fellow Edomite with them so they can be the one on top.
Exactly.
That's why he's real big into sacrificing.
Yep.
That's
why what's that saying? They say you get like if you want to save a war, you gotta like destroy it.
Oh yeah. Well, it said it was a general. He said sometimes to save a city you gotta destroy one.
Right.
And
guess what? The elites, they're gonna destroy, through prophecy, through Yahweh Shema Shai, they're gonna destroy America to build a different world, if you will. You know?
He's willing. Let me get the red horse, because he's gonna kill majority of his own people to establish him.
Yeah. All over again.
All over again.
And that's why it says, his seed will live forever. It's that in Job.
Yep. Yep. It's a good example. Daniel 7. Daniel 7, it says he shall pluck up the three by the roots.
Yep.
But those three roots were those three major wars. You had this Spanish-American War, the French, and then the British.
Yep.
So he was willing to go to war with three other major established Edomite empires, if you will, to establish this one, which is the Little Horn. So he's already shown you he's ready to go to war himself. World War I, America, Germany.
Yep.
World War II. The same thing.
Yep.
Now World War III, the same thing.
Yep. Yeah, man. Esau, man, you are a sly little devil, man.
Did you brothers mention Rev 6?
Yeah,
Rev 6
and
4. Yeah, Lobby Shaw. Okay. Yep. I know. What you had?
Oh,
he got it. Okay.
I had pulled it.
Okay.
I had pulled it. Rev 6 and 4, and there went out another horse that was red.
That was red. Because Esau, he came out red, all over like a hairy garment.
Yeah. Because of the curse of Cain,
Yeah, that's right. And that proves Esau, is Cain, man. That you know what I mean. And that's one thing too. Reincarnation is in the Bible. All right, and that's one thing too. These Christians, they don't know that, man. But guess what we do? All right, people don't know that, man. All right, and that's why people back in back in Sodom and Gomorrah, are here today. people, as far as the prophets go, guess what? They're back in they're back in their lots today.
What's heavy is you had said they don't know that reincarnation's in the Bible, but they don't know that it's in the Bible because Esau was given the ability to deceive the world for a period of time. So that was the Lord protecting, which is the seals, but that was the Lord protecting the deep secrets so that his true prophets could bring that out.
Right.
You never heard about reincarnation in the Bible until Elijah came back.
The right way.
Elder Apostle Har and all our other elders, you didn't hear about that until Hebrew Israelites started reading the Bible. There's a lot of things that you didn't know that were in the Bible until Hebrew Israelite men started teaching on the street. Because, hey, I speak for myself, and I'm sure you brothers can admit it. I said, that's in the Bible?
Right.
Then you would go look it up.
Yep.
That's in the Bible? You see? Revelation 6:4, and there went on another horse that was red, and power, precepts are coming to mind. Genesis for the red, Genesis 27, or is that 25, and then a power, Job 9:24. They all line up.
Thessalonians.
Yep. Was given, remember the earth was given to the wicked. It says to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword.
A great sword. What's that? Isaiah 54, man. That great nuclear missile, or excuse me, missiles. All right, but really that technology, that wisdom to create, that great sword. All right.
It's spiritual. You had quoted. I could grab it too, or if you wanted the Isaiah. But what is back in the ancient day? Who would make a sword?
The blacksmith.
The smith. Yeah. And what's that in Isaiah? The smith that burned coals.
Yep.
Ding, ding. So your modern day smith was your modern day chemist or modern day scientist, because they had to split the atom. All right, they had to split the atom to create that. Okay.
And that right there proves that that's all Yahweh Shema Shai. Because where would you even start, to think to split an atom, an element? That's heavy, man.
Right.
Right. That's all the work of the Lord, man. Did you want to get that actually? Isaiah 54?
I was good, Greg. I was just gonna take a sip.
Okay, Bible shot. Yeah.
This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and verse 4. It says, who opposed and exalted himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
And that's one thing too. Esau, he has completely, taken the Most High out of the equation.
Renaissance.
Right. Boom. There you go.
That's all I heard. His rebirth, and that was deceiving. That's Rev 20. John saw what Paul was saying to the Thessalonians in the spirit. Because if you read up, it said the son of perdition. That was first talking about Judas. And now Esau is the son of perdition, because it said he shall be revealed. Paul was heavy in the spirit, because I always like to meditate. When you read certain Gospels, and we know it today about Esau, those men were warning about what they read in the book, the scrolls of Jeremiah, Isaiah. You know what I mean? They knew their greater destruction. Yahweh Shai knew.
That's right.
It says, who opposed it and exalted himself above all.
Exalt himself. And what do it say? If you exalt yourself, you're going to be abased. And the prime example, I'm thinking about the movie, what's the name of Charles Hester, the movie of the Planet of the Apes. You got this so-called, self-proclaimed white man. He's the top of the world, but then in that movie, he's in the bottom. What's that statue? Statue of Liberty. He said, "Damn you all to hell," because he's seen it in the ground.
Yeah.
In the sand.
He said, "You did it."
Yep.
You did it.
Yep.
He was cursing out Esau.
Yep.
And then in going off that movie, when Mark Wahlberg, y'all remember that one?
Yeah.
When Mark Wahlberg finally made it back to America, it was a Jake sitting as the president.
Yep.
Which they depicted him as a monkey.
Yep.
But we know that to be, it was Jake sitting on the throne. And they pulled up and arrested his ass.
Yep. On sight. That's right. Yep.
So pretty much this man exalted himself above all spirituality.
Yep.
Above everything that is called a power, above all religion, and put his face upon it.
Yep.
Man.
You know?
And then you know what he does? He coveted all of it, because then on the left-hand side, when you look into his Illuminatis or his Freemasonry, what he's done is he's taken a collection of the nation's gods and he's mixed them into one. That's why when Masons do certain hand gestures, those are ancient deities statues. You know, like they do certain things. That's just some Elamite god that they found with his finger like that.
Right.
Then his heart is deep. So then they researched it and they found out, oh, if you embody this vibration, you can get that back. You know, so he's wicked as hell, man.
Man, this dude, he's not original at all, man. This dude just taking everybody's stuff.
Only thing's original in is murder.
Ooh, right,
and lying.
right.
And lying. Murder and lying, which that's a very terrible combination.
Damn.
You know?
Yeah, man, Esau did that. That's why he got to be done away with, man. Because if this dude is not a Terminator, then guess what, man? He's gonna keep doing what he's doing right now, man.
What kind of future would you have, man? Your future will be you having a electronic wallet implanted inside of you, which is also going to be your form of identification. And you know, and they're going to have total control over you.
Yep.
Your spirit is not going to be the same.
Nope.
If you watch that movie Upgrade, it got to a point in the movie where like the upgrade took over his spirit and put his ass in the ultimate dimension. Had him slow dancing with his wife who died in the car crash.
Yep.
And that's my bad, bro. You got it. And that's why Shai said, no flesh shall be saved.
Yep.
You know, because if this place keeps going on and Esau keeps, ruling and things of that nature, then guess what? Shai is not gonna come back, man. But he is. But if this place keeps prolonging, then guess what? Nobody can be saved.
This is the mind of the devil. All right, that's what we're going into. That's why it says in Jeremiah, I have made Esau a bear. We actually cracked this man's skull open, looking in his mind. He think he is the Most High, man. He wants total control over you, your family. He wants to put you in a community where everybody can freak off on each other. You know?
Yeah, but what we're finding out too in the last days is what as man has been designed to live by morals. So with him taking morals out of the picture, this is why people are so effed up. Now it says, miserable are they that oppress you, but look at how people are. The family, this proves that as a human being, if you will, you need a family unit, you need, I believe it's fidelity, faith. You need your woman to be faithful because the lifestyle he's giving people, it's really not making them happy. Living by the left-hand side is not prosperous of the creation.
Well, it's depressing.
Yeah.
Look at the woman of our nation. As it says in Maccabees, the beauty of women would change. Our women have all type of different color hair in their head.
Yep.
Posing with their tongue out, with their ass out, getting BBLs.
Yep.
So the nation of Israel, judging off our women is through. Because those women do what? Bring forth our seed and teach our children for the next generation.
Yep.
So as Esau wants to do, take the woman out the house and put her in the workplace and give her a pass to commit adultery.
Yep.
Take your child from you and put you on child support.
Yep.
Man.
And that's in the book, remember? That's the plans of the New World Order. And look, it makes sense. Everything he's doing to establish his New World Order is against the image that was set up from the beginning. And putting the woman on top is a very high level form of Satanry.
Yeah.
Because the order is supposed to be man than woman. So when woman's there, that's why you have Karen, okay? The Karen is a spirit that America has produced for women to be in, being entitled, being a boss over you.
Yep.
That's the spirit America produced through his witchcraft. That ain't how a woman's supposed to be. Now they coined that for Shesaw, but the nigga woman been like that. The nigga woman been a Karen.
It worse.
Right? Being the loud mouth, the one at the party, controlling everything.
Well, you have Karen and you have Keisha.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Karen and Keisha.
Yep. Karen and Keisha.
Man.
Yeah, but this man, he actually declares worship. He wants to be worshipped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if he could fucking kill you and bring you back, he'll keep doing that shit.
Yep.
Man. He'll keep you stuck in this realm.
Yep.
And that's why people, they got that, that juice, and then since Esau did that, which that was a test run, and since he did that, he's like, okay, they got that juice. Well, time for that electronic wallet.
Well, a lot of these dumbass niggas, what they did, they took that juice, and now they got all type of adverse reaction, rashes, the shakes, all type of shit, man.
Well,
you can't even walk right.
Heart inflammatory.
It says also they that worship the image shall have grievous sores. So what a part of the image can cause grievousness, you know? It's got to be through that.
Yeah, man.
It's got to be through that, you know?
Ultimately, the wallet's gonna do that too, because they're gonna have something in that wallet where if you get out of line, they can hit it and boom, and fix you up.
Yep. And also to prove that, you got it was a video of, I think like a decade ago. This dude, you know, he got that that charagma, you know, in the skin, and then after he got it, he caught a virus in his body. You know, and I forgot his name, but it was somewhere in like the over there in like London or something like that. But that proves that.